able to. He might have a chance against Puck, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the cool thing about this is anyone has a chance, I believe, depending on the game, depending how they play and how they come into it. There's been some matches that have been surprising. Like that result from that last match was surprising. That was a commanding win by Winter. But moving into map number 2, it is going to be Bridgehead LE. And on the left side of the map, the yellow Zerg being down 1 game. It is game time.
And on the right side of the map, the purple Carapace taking the first game. It is Winter.
So this is a best of 3. Winter now being up 1 game to 0. Are we going to see more of the same, you think?
Well, I mean, Zerglings, Banelings, Mutas. You know,
we didn't quite get to the Muta stage because, I mean,
honestly, Game Time was trying.
Honestly, I think that's probably what was the downfall for him, is he spent the extra money trying to get that layer quicker, and he even started Baneling speed. You saw the Baneling nest wobbling there a little bit there, and he ended up canceling it because he just knew it wasn't going to happen. But Winter, I mean, he wasn't even thinking about mutas that game. He was just Banelings in your face.
He was waiting for Game Time to try and go that route and stop him short, and it was successful. I mean, that won him the game. So just a reminder, if you're just tuning in, you are watching Youmacon 2015. We are on to our championship Sunday. Over $1,000 going to be awarded to our players towards the end of the day. And after this, we've got an Archon match happening from the top 4 seeded players. And that'll be followed by the grand final. The participants going to be determined after this match, as Puck is already there, and the winner of this match will go on to face him.
It's going to be a really good match, I think. It's going to be probably a PvZ.
I'd say definitely a PvZ.
Spider Slayer said that he will probably just be macroing as much as possible.
You're talking about the Archon. I thought you were talking about the championship.
I'm talking about the Archon.
Okay.
That's the thing coming up next, yeah. And Winter and Game Time have already been talking some strategy. I heard a lot of lurkers will probably make their appearance. 6 Zerglings in production here for Game Time already. He's going to be trying to get some aggression out early, as he wants to make sure that Winter knows what's up. There is an Overlord popping over the base of Game Time from Winter, so he knows they're going to be on the way. Sees a spawning pool weave wobbling and a gas, so that means that there will be a lot of Zerglings here coming from Game Time with speed eventually.
So actually, Winter didn't have eyes on that spawn pool. He does see the Zerglings, but he doesn't have... He sees the gas too, so he can assume that there's going to be speed coming down, but now looking to see if there's that expansion. He is not going to see an expansion there, as there is one to find. There is none to find there, and more Zerglings streaming across the map, so he's got a pretty good idea of what's happening now.
Yep, Game Time going to get in here, and he's not going to see a whole lot that he that's going to be defending. There's a spine crawler on its way. A queen is about half done, as well as one at the ramp here, but it is a big ramp, so it's going to be not able to hold off. Zerglings do finally come out for Winter, so looks like he will be able to push this away.
Spine crawler repositioning to be able to swat things that are on the ramp, and Game Time now has a Baneling nest complete, so we'll see how he decides to try and break this. He really, needs to have something happen or put down an expansion.
Yeah, I honestly, I mean, Game Time is not, he's all in for the win right now. Yeah. He is not making any drones. He's making all Zerglings. They're rallying across the map. Speed is about done. Baneling nest is on site. Banelings are being morphed in. This is it for Game Time.
Yeah.
Winter has a Baneling nest that is about to finish as well. He's making Zerglings as well as an Evolution Chamber. So Winter does not really see this coming yet. Now he does. Zerglings coming up in the space with Banelings, getting a couple good hits there, taking out a lot of the Zerglings of Winter. Moving right into the mineral line. Banelings exploding, taking out several drones. Only 4 go down so far, though.
Baneling still alive there for Winter. And
nice hit.
The remainder of those. But wow, 7 drones down for Winter right now, and that puts the drone count at 6 for Winter to the 13 of Game Time.
Game Time did kill 7 drones there, as you said, and the units killed, on the other hand, is pretty even. Winter did get one really amazing Baneling hit that took out 6 or 8 Zerglings of Game Time there, so if it was not for that, he would have lost a lot more drones for sure. Gametime now still not producing anything but Zerglings, actually producing nothing right now. Winter is actually trying to stabilize here and produce more drones while being able to hold Gametime up. There is a Baneling coming down. It could try and bait the Zerglings of Gametime into it. One Zergling does pop it off though, so that is going to be a loss there for Winter. But now 2 Queens and Zerglings and a Spine Crawler at the ramp.
He's got quite the wall here to try and prevent
it's going to be pretty tough to get in. Gametime now looks like he's going to be moving into a stabilization mode as he does put down an expansion hatchery and start producing some drones here. So looking at the unit count, the current drone count is 18 for Gametime to 11 of Winter, so that did work out for him. He killed enough to get done what he wanted to, and
looks like Gametime is trying to move into the back rocks here. There is really nothing there that can observe.
I think Gametime's going to do what he tried to do last game. Once his layer finishes, he's going to put down Baneling speed.
But yeah, I mean, Winter really just has no idea that he's trying to get into the back, and while slowly moving, this could be a big deal, and he could lose a lot more drones and increase the lead for Gametime.
Yeah, I think he knows that he got done. I mean, that really had to work, or Gametime was going to be in a really bad spot, because he was on about 8 drones and a lot of Lings and Banelings. But you know, that really did hold Winter back here, and now he's just starting to move out of his base, putting out some creep tumors. As you said, 4 Zerglings are taking down the rocks in the back, and I think this is his ultimate plan, is he wants to get that layer finished, put down Baneling speed, break these rocks down, and then bust on into Winter's natural expansion. If he can... Oh, okay, I was wrong. That's a very early low econ Spire.
Yeah, Winter really trying to do something a little bit different, because he knows he has the economic disadvantage, so putting down a Roach Warren.
Yeah, this is going to play out weird.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Gametime just finishing up his second gas, just beginning to mine it. Spire being about half done. This is he's gonna start saving up his gas here, but by the time this Spire's done, he's gonna have enough for maybe 4 to 5 Mutalisks. And you know, I mean, granted, he saw that Winter had a number of Queens, and he didn't get any of those Queens taken out, so that is going to be something he's going to have to deal with. But I don't think Winter's going to expect Mutalisks at all. But on the same time, Winter's making a bunch of Roaches. If he manages to get those across the map, and the Mutalisks of Gametime are over in Winter's base, Gametime likewise will have a hard time defending that, and the potential base race could ensue.
It looks like Winter is trying to push here as quickly as he can. Roaches and Zerglings streaming across the map. And, you know, there's just not a ton happening for Gametime in terms of army at the moment.
A couple of hugging overlords here in the center of the map. Both maintaining vision on that tower.
Neither wanting to get sniped by Queens. So Winter's really staging what's going on, and you know, Gametime can see this kind of flooding across the map, and he's really trying to prepare accordingly, getting Zerglings, getting some Banelings. Really no static defense going down for him, though. He feels like he can do it with his units.
2 Banes of Gametime do go down to those Roaches. Mutalisks are out, so they're going to begin poking away at these Roaches, but Roaches have a lot of hit points. They are going to have a really hard time against these Banelings.
Banelings moving in for Winter, trying to get into that drone line. Queen doing what it can to stop him, but no chance. Oh my goodness.
Only 4 drones go down so far, but all the rest are just inches away.
Holding on. Zerglings are streaming in, trying to get those last few hits. Gametime forced to retreat back to his natural expansion. There's a GG. Whew.
That was a close one.
Yeah.
So Gametime is going to just barely eke that out. Winter knowing that his onslaught there did not go quite as he had expected. Seeing the Mutalisks, knowing that as soon as it was cleaned up, he was going to be in a world of hurt. But man, these have been very close games.
Yeah.
So going into game number 3 here, this is one of the few game number 3s we've seen so far this weekend.
A lot of these have been very decisive one way or the other. Sometimes the matches or the individual games have been close, but the matches themselves have gone 2-0s throughout most of the day. And so this is kind of a rarity here, but I mean, it's good to see as we get towards the end that the most talented players are making their way towards the top and clawing for the pole position, and so.
Yeah, and you know, Winter's put